Yesterday after dinner, we went to the store to pick up a group breakfast, which consisted of bagels, strawberry and regular cream cheese, and some fruit. Everyone also got their own personal snacks until the plane trip tomorrow. I got some beef jerky and some pretzels. We ate that breakfast and then we went to Moat International Center for Coral Reef Research and Restoration. It was a coral breeding and research facility dedicated to trying to bring back Florida's old Acropora-dominated reefs. They mostly grew Acropora palmata, but other corals such as cactus coral were also found there but in smaller numbers. The tour guide taught us that cutting up a coral induced its body to grow back the cut-away tissue faster than the coral would normally grow, about 25% faster, interestingly. Another interesting fact I learned was that placing a cut-up coral's frags all close to one another allowed a coral to grow and fuse together, so that a larger coral was produced at a faster rate. This largeness factor matters because it is not age but size of a colony that allows it to reproduce sexually. Another interesting note is that the lab seems to have been able to reliably predict when corals will sexually produce and collect the coral's gametes. This gives a much higher coral rate of success in terms of sexual reproduction than they would otherwise have in the wild. Sexual reproduction is a much better alternative to fragging because sexual reproduction introduces the element of genetic diversity. Each coral is more resilient to disease because they are more genetically different from one another than fragged corals are. Florida's reefs are apparently at 2% of what they used to be, while they were at 60% only a few decades ago, which is really scary. The coral frags, interestingly, start out flat, but they apparently grow vertically and branch out with size. The center also had various tanks to test coral resiliency versus different pH and temperature values. The tour guide said that we could ask for internships there. She said that in order to succeed in this field, you really need internships. After this, the class went to Key West for the afternoon. We separated into groups of at least 3 and we wandered the city. I tried key lime pie at the place where it was apparently first invented. I got some authentic Key West gifts for some people I knew back at home.